Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using n8n to basically transform Reddit posts into SEO blog posts for your website using OpenAI and Google Sheets. So this workflow basically takes real user questions from Reddit and transforms them into fully structured blog posts, including a title, an intro text, a table of content, the actual content, and the conclusion, all using this OpenAI node that's going to be inside of this workflow. Now, in order to get started with this, right, it's going to take around like 10 to 15 minutes to get this set up. But basically, you need a Reddit API, right, to get started, to actually connect Reddit and to actually scrape the data from there. You need an OpenAI API key. And basically what you can do is you can just go to openai.com/API, log in, and then there's going to be this API platform over here, right? Over here, this is where you basically can create a secret key, a secret API key. You're gonna need that for this whole workflow. And of course, Google Sheets, basically logging in with your email or with your business email, and getting that Google Sheet data into n8n. And basically, this is the whole workflow, right? We get the first step, which is to send the data. And what happens is that there's a manual trigger here that you have to basically just trigger, and it starts the whole process. And basically, this is where Reddit comes in. It scrapes all of the data based on a specific keyword. Like, let's say the subreddit can be n8n, or the subreddit can be something about a specific topic that you're into. Maybe let's say that you're selling doors. So maybe like wooden doors can be a specific subreddit, wooden doors, or whatever it is, dentistry, orthodontics. And again, it's very important also to add your credentials for your OAuth 2 API key from Reddit. And the great thing about n8n is that we have these docs up here, and when you click on them, they give you a really good description as to how to get started with a specific node. And going back to the canvas, we have this first step where it scrapes all the data from Reddit, and then it uses this code node to basically filter out the data that it's being scraped from Reddit. So we have a bunch of data being scraped, but we just want to scrape for questions, right? So we have all of these little trigger words, these question words: who, what, when, where, why, how, can, does, etc. That's basically gets all of this and then turns it into just the output of just questions, right? And then basically the next step is that we get this AI agent connected to OpenAI to kind of get these words, right? And basically create questions out of them, right? And then basically, as you can see over here, we have a prompt. Here's a question where we get the specific title from the previous node, rephrase it without changing the meaning, keep it as a question. I just need the question as the output, nothing else. So once we get that as the output, we get a Google Sheets file with the specific question outputs. And then as you can see here, we have the different steps, the different parts of the blog post. So we have the slug that we're going to be using for the URL. We have an intro text. We have the steps, which can be considered like the table of content, and we have the conclusion. And each one of these has an OpenAI model attached to it and a simple memory. And if you click on here, each one also has one of their own prompts with a kind of command on how to reshape this information. Once that's done, that gets sent to a Google Sheet, as you can see over here, where the Google Sheet basically gets all of the different steps and places them into different areas. And then you basically have a Google Sheet file full of information that you can use to post on your website. Now, this might sound pretty overwhelming because there's a lot of steps here. I mean, you have the finished templates, but there's a lot of setting up to do. You have to kind of find a way how to set up the Reddit API, right? You have to, the whole process can take some time, right? And time is valuable. So there are tools out there that actually do the same thing and much more. And there's this tool that I love to use called Arval. Basically, it's my go-to SEO tool, and you can get started with 3 articles for free. And just to show you how the dashboard looks like, you can generate articles, you can see all of your articles, you have SEO editors, you have site optimizers. So if you already have a finished site, you can kind of put in your URL and your sitemap, and it'll extract your sitemap, and it'll basically help you improve your site's overall SEO. Things like page titles, meta descriptions, canonical URLs, image alt text, and much, much more. And I think the best part of this is that you can connect your website. So you might have already like a finished website. You can connect it here and basically auto publish everything. You can create the articles, and it goes directly to your website without you having to worry about anything. Also, for example, we can generate articles based on news articles. So we can, for example, search for stories on like wooden doors or something like that. Click on search stories, and we get a bunch of different types of real news articles based on wooden doors. I can see over here that we have like a historic one, Stone Age wooden door discovered. So we can, for example, click on this, add the article, and then we can basically generate and edit the article, right? So we have this specific Zurich excavations uncovers 5,000 years of history, including ancient wooden door. And obviously this is like some type of historical text, but the best part of this is that you can start adding content that's about your own business. So you can start writing over here. You can like select a specific paragraph, for example, and ask the AI to reference it to something inside of your business website. Maybe you have like a product or something like that, and has to do, you can kind of get the AI to relate it to this specific intro text. And you can also include like internal links, external links, based on a specific paragraph of this generated article. And then we can look at Reddit. We can look at relevant questions like wood or steel door. Which material makes the best garage door? Wood or steel? And we can get a question like this, and we can import this question as an SEO keyword. Click on add keyword. And then the best part of this is that you can generate titles like this in just a matter of seconds, right? Wood versus steel garage doors. What's the winner? You can generate extra keywords based on this main keyword. You can create an outline, very simple like this. You're gonna see it's just gonna take a couple seconds. Boom. We can create the content, curate the content, make it in a specific tone of voice. You can make it sound funny. You can make it sound sarcastic, and so on and so forth. You can give it a knowledge base, basically connecting to your website. Like I said earlier, you can adjust the formatting, the structure, internal linking. You can make it like this, add a sitemap so that this AI kind of understands your website. If you already have your website connected, it'll automatically do this. You can add external links. You can exclude them. Like let's say you have a competitor that sells other wooden doors. You can make sure that the AI does not reference them at all. And then you can add your own images, or you can use the AI to actually create images based on this topic. And boom, we basically get this. We have the featured image over here. Classic wood garage door, steel garage door. Does a great job at kind of creating the difference between both of them. We have, and basically these are all AI and AI generated images, right? So we have over here the title. We have the first piece of text over here. We can move text around if we wanted to. Again, just like with the other one, we can highlight text and kind of edit it with AI. And we basically get this structure like this. Also, you can see we have like YouTube videos that have to do with this topic, and they're placed here in a specific area just to kind of re-emphasize the specific topic that we're talking about in this blog article. So yeah, we basically get all of this. We get different quotes. And also you can add, call to actions at the very bottom. So again, if you're trying to if you have a specific service that you're selling, or you have a specific product, right, you can do that as well. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And if you want me to talk about something else, SEO related, automation related, please let me know down in the comments as well. I'd be very interested in knowing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.